Duggar and Derick Dillard welcomed their fourth child at Welcome Hospital, marking a new chapter in their growing family, as Jill's father, Bob Duggar, joins loved ones in celebrating the safe arrival of the newest member of their household. Jill, already a mother of 3 boys, has now stepped into a new season of motherhood with a quiet sense of gratitude and strength, embracing the transition that comes with expanding a family while surrounded by care, reflection, and emotional support. The moment unfolded earlier today inside the softly lit maternity wing of Welcome Hospital, where Jill was monitored through a steady, well-managed delivery that doctors described as smooth and stable. Both mother and newborn are reported to be in excellent condition, recovering peacefully under the attentive supervision of the medical team. The news arrived unexpectedly for many who followed Jill's journey, not because the public was unaware of her pregnancy, but because the birth itself signals a deeper emotional milestone for a woman who has spent the last several years carving out her own path, redefining boundaries, and nurturing her home with deliberate intention. Jill and Derick, known for their thoughtful approach to parenting, now welcome this fourth child into a family built on warm communication, emotional honesty, and a consistent effort to create a safe and loving environment. With 3 older siblings waiting eagerly at home, the arrival of a new baby brings excitement, adjustment, and a renewed sense of unity. Inside the hospital room, Jill's experience reportedly carried a calm rhythm, reflecting her familiarity with childbirth, while still acknowledging that every birth carries its own unique emotional terrain. Nurses close to the family shared that Jill maintained remarkable composure, staying focused and steady through the delivery. Derick stood by her side, offering reassurance and grounding support as he has during their previous births. The couple's partnership has grown visibly stronger over the years, shaped by shared challenges, personal growth, and an ongoing commitment to strengthening their family values. Bob Duggar, Jill's father, expressed joy and relief at the safe arrival of his newest grandchild, reflecting on the tenderness that surrounds moments like these. While Jill has intentionally stepped into a more independent chapter of her life, the emotional connection between parent and child remains a natural part of any life event that involves welcoming new life. The Duggar family, known for its large size and public presence, continues to evolve through each milestone, and the addition of another baby brings renewed attention to the changing dynamics of their extended household. Observers and family specialists often note that the transition from 3 to 4 children introduces a new kind of rhythm into a home. It shifts routines, redefines responsibilities, and encourages parents to deepen their understanding of time management, patience, and emotional balance. For Jill, who has been transparent in the past about her priorities as a mother, this shift represents both a challenge and a gift. Her parenting journey has been characterized by steady devotion and a strong desire to raise children in an environment where emotional clarity and personal integrity are core values. The newborn's arrival at Welcome Hospital also underscores the importance of medical support in ensuring a healthy start for both mother and child. Postpartum specialists emphasize the significance of the first 48 hours after birth, a time in which monitoring, rest, and gentle bonding all contribute to the well-being of the family. Jill will remain under observation for a short period before returning home to begin establishing the early rhythms of newborn care. This phase includes late-night feeding cycles, establishing sleep patterns, and creating quiet moments of connection between the baby and each family member. Public response to the news has been overwhelmingly positive. Viewers who have followed Jill's story for years express admiration for her resilience, her thoughtful approach to motherhood, and her commitment to shaping a peaceful home life. Many reflect on the emotional distance she has navigated, the boundaries she has set, and the new identity she has embraced as she continues to grow as a woman, a partner, and a mother. Welcoming her fourth child becomes not only a family milestone, but a public symbol of perseverance and renewal. Experts analyzing Jill's journey often highlight the significance of emotional autonomy in family structures. Jill has spoken openly in the past about choosing values that align with her personal belief system, focusing on mental health, respectful communication, and mutual understanding. This new child enters a home defined by warmth, intention, and a strong desire to create meaningful bonds. As the baby grows, they will join a network of siblings who have already learned from their parents the importance of kindness and connection. At home, the three older brothers prepare to take on their new roles. Child development researchers note that sibling involvement in caring for a new baby fosters responsibility, empathy, and emotional maturity. In families like Jill's, where intentional parenting plays a central role, these early lessons shape the foundation of lifelong relationships. The anticipation within the home reflects a blend of excitement and curiosity as the children adjust to sharing attention, space, and routines with their new sibling. This birth also opens a broader conversation about the evolving identity of mothers who raise children while navigating personal change. Jill stands as an example of how motherhood can coexist with growth, independence, and self-discovery. For many viewers, she represents the idea that expanding a family does not mean losing oneself. Rather, it can strengthen one's sense of purpose when supported by healthy relationships and a balanced home environment. In the quiet hours following the birth, Jill and Derick reportedly spent time holding the baby, reflecting on the gratitude and calm that filled the room. These early bonding moments are known to shape the emotional security of newborns, establishing trust and comfort that continue throughout childhood. The hospital environment, though clinical, becomes a sacred space during these first interactions, turning simple gestures into profound memories. The significance of welcoming this fourth child reaches beyond the individual family and into the broader cultural understanding of how families evolve through different chapters. Jill and Derick's experience illustrates the strength that comes from cooperation, shared responsibility, and transparent communication. Their journey demonstrates that the heart of family life is not defined by size, but by the depth of connection and the willingness to grow alongside one another. As Jill prepares to return home, the atmosphere surrounding the family remains one of gentle anticipation. The coming weeks will bring moments of joy, moments of exhaustion, and countless moments of adjustment as the household shifts into a new routine. But as it is often the case with families who embrace change with openness, these transitions are likely to be filled with learning and love. This birth serves as a reminder of the quiet beauty that comes with welcoming new life and the emotional strength that underlies every chapter of parenthood. The work of raising a child continues long after the hospital stay ends, and Jill approaches this task with the dedication she has shown throughout her journey. Her story invites viewers to reflect on the delicate balance of family life, the courage it takes to shape one's own path, and the hope that new beginnings always bring. In the end, today's news is not only about the arrival of a new baby, but about the ongoing growth of a family that values intention, emotional clarity, and authentic connection. Jill Duggar and Derick Dillard now step into their next phase as parents of four, carrying forward the lessons of their past, the strength of their partnership, and the joy that comes from welcoming a new soul into their home. With Jim Bob Duggar joining in the celebration and the public expressing heartfelt congratulations, this moment stands as a bright, meaningful chapter in a story that continues to evolve with warmth and purpose. Thank you for watching. The developments surrounding Jill Duggar's situation continued to unfold rapidly after the initial news of her 14th childbirth and the unexpected legal complications involving the freezing of family financial accounts. As authorities moved forward with the review process, the atmosphere around the couple transformed from celebration to uncertainty. Yet those close to the family noted that Jill maintained an unusually calm and focused presence, prioritizing the well-being of her newborn despite the swirling circumstances. Inside the hospital, staff confirmed that Jill remained cooperative with all necessary procedures, while also taking careful steps to keep her environment peaceful. The new baby, whose name the couple has not yet released, continued to receive attentive medical care. Nurses described the infant as responsive, healthy, and well-adjusted, with regular feeding cycles and a stable temperature. Jill's husband, Derick, was observed spending long hours by the bedside, assisting Jill with routine tasks and handling communication with extended family members. Although the couple refrained from issuing any formal public statement, sources indicated that they requested privacy during the first 48 hours following the birth. This request stemmed from a desire to shield the newborn from immediate media exposure, while also allowing Jill a chance to regain strength. Hospital officials respected this request, limiting access to the ward and instructing staff to decline all press inquiries. Security presence was discreet but present due to the high-profile nature of the family. Meanwhile, legal analysts began reviewing the components that led to the temporary freeze on the couple's financial accounts. Authorities reportedly sought clarity on certain transactions linked to a family-managed business entity. According to available documents, the freeze was not an allegation of wrongdoing, but rather a standard procedural measure often implemented when questions arise about financial consistency. The action was labeled as precautionary, pending confirmation of routine financial disclosures. Inside the courtroom, motions were filed to expedite the investigation to minimize disruption to the family, especially given the arrival of a newborn. Attorneys representing the couple emphasized the importance of restoring access to essential funds required for healthcare, transportation, and childcare needs. Judges overseeing the matter acknowledged the urgency and scheduled an accelerated review session. The timeline for a full verdict remained fluid, but the legal team signaled confidence that the situation would resolve without lasting consequences. Family supporters expressed concern for Jill's emotional burden during such a sensitive period. Having grown up in a large household, Jill was no stranger to handling pressure and managing complex family dynamics. Close friends noted her resilience and determination, highlighting her ability to remain grounded even when events unfold beyond her control. For many observers, her poise became a focal point of public admiration, reinforcing the strength often associated with her character. In the maternity wing, Jill kept the environment serene, requesting soft lighting and maintaining a gentle schedule for baby care. Derick handled phone calls from relatives, ensuring that Jill did not face overwhelming conversations. Additionally, hospital staff provided lactation assistance, counseling, and logistical support to help the couple focus on recovery. The family's older children visited in short intervals, each carefully introduced to their new sibling under supervision to maintain the tranquility of the ward. Outside the hospital, media presence increased as word circulated about the court's involvement. Reporters gathered at designated areas, relying heavily on updates from official briefings rather than direct access. Experts who tracked public interest family cases provided commentary on possible outcomes, emphasizing that case reviews of this kind typically conclude with account restorations once documentation is verified. They also highlighted that such procedures, while stressful, are part of standard oversight to ensure full transparency within family enterprises. During this time, supporters online created community spaces to send wishes, prayers, and messages of encouragement. Many referenced Jill's previous experiences navigating public scrutiny, noting her ability to rise above adversity. They emphasized how remarkable it was that the 14th child arrived during such an intense phase, underscoring the symbolic meaning of new life bringing hope amid uncertainty. Even individuals not closely following the family's long-term journey found the events compelling due to their emotional and legal complexity. Back in the courtroom, attorneys continued coordinating with financial examiners. They submitted detailed reports outlining the legitimacy of the account activities in question. The documents included breakdowns of deposits, transfers, and expenditures relevant to the couple's household operations. Analysts tasked with verifying the information reviewed each item while considering the larger context of the family's financial responsibilities, which included medical expenses, educational needs for multiple children, and maintenance of their residential property. The judges presiding over the case emphasized transparency and cooperation. They requested supplemental information but acknowledged the family's efforts to comply. Observers expected that after review, the court might issue a provisional order allowing partial access to the frozen funds. Such measures are standard, particularly when families must manage urgent child-related expenses or health-related obligations. Advocacy groups specializing in family legal support publicly commented on the importance of protecting newborn welfare during such proceedings. Despite the tension, Jill's focus remained on nurturing her infant. Hospital staff admired her patience as she adjusted to the baby's rhythms. They reported that Jill demonstrated confidence in newborn care, a trait likely developed from her experience raising a large family. Derick's involvement further contributed to the calm atmosphere. He took on responsibilities such as diaper changes, bottle preparation, and coordination with pediatric staff. Their teamwork was evident and described as seamless by those who observed. As the baby underwent routine evaluations, hearing tests, reflex checks, and weight monitoring, pediatricians confirmed positive developmental indicators. These assessments reassured Jill and Derick, who expressed gratitude to the medical team. Despite the external chaos, the newborn thrived. This outcome offered a sense of normalcy that the parents deeply needed. As part of postnatal care, a hospital social worker met with the couple to discuss temporary arrangements should the financial freeze delay access to insurance reimbursements or essential funds. The conversations were described as proactive rather than corrective, aiming to ensure the family did not encounter unmanageable obstacles. The couple appreciated the clarity provided, even though they expected the matter to resolve soon. Meanwhile, legal representatives prepared for the next court appearance by gathering statements from accountants and compiling affidavits supporting the legitimacy of the family's financial records. The timeline suggested that a preliminary decision could be released before Jill's hospital discharge. If granted, this would allow the family to return home with fewer logistical barriers. Extended family members offered emotional support, though not all planned to visit immediately. Given the sensitive nature of both the childbirth recovery and legal proceedings, Jill opted to limit visits to prevent overstimulation and ensure rest. Derick screened incoming messages and provided brief updates through private channels to avoid unverified information spreading externally. As night settled in and the maternity ward quieted, Jill reportedly held her infant close, whispering softly to maintain a comforting presence. Despite the weight of unfolding events, she found solace in the newborn's steady breathing. This intimate bond between mother and child became a defining moment, one that overshadowed the legal turbulence outside hospital walls. By the following morning, analysts indicated that the court might consider unfreezing the accounts in stages, pending review completion. This phased approach, while cautious, suggested progress. For Jill and Derick, any forward movement offered hope. Their priority was ensuring stability for their children and maintaining a peaceful home environment, particularly once Jill's recovery required more attentive support. The situation continued to evolve as the day advanced, with more documentation submitted and legal teams collaborating to conclude outstanding issues. For now, the newborn remained at the center of Jill's world, a reminder that even during the most challenging circumstances, new beginnings could still carry the promise of brighter days. As Jill Duggar continues to recover with her newborn in the calm of Welcome Hospital, the family begins to navigate the next steps of balancing joy and responsibility. Derick Dillard remains a steadfast presence, helping manage the older children, attending to legal consultations, and supporting Jill's postpartum needs. The newborn, now settling into a regular feeding and sleep routine, has become the emotional anchor of the household, symbolizing hope and renewal amidst external challenges. Meanwhile, the court proceedings surrounding the temporary freeze on the family's financial accounts continue, but legal experts emphasize that the situation is procedural, designed to verify documentation rather than imply wrongdoing. Advisors predict that with continued cooperation, the couple will soon regain access to the funds, allowing them to focus fully on family life. The balance of legal oversight and personal milestones illustrates how modern families must often manage multiple layers of responsibility simultaneously, blending emotional priorities with practical necessities. Supporters and the public remain engaged, sending messages of encouragement and admiration for Jill's composure, resilience, and dedication as a mother of 14. Observers note that the family's approach, remaining calm, prioritizing the newborn, and addressing legal and financial matters systematically, offers an example of navigating stress while maintaining emotional health. Ultimately, this period highlights the duality of life. Celebration and challenge often coexist, yet focus, care, and unity allow families to thrive even under pressure. Jill Duggar and Derick Dillard step into this new chapter with their 14th child, demonstrating that with love, communication, and perseverance, life's most complex moments can also be the most meaningful. The family looks ahead with hope, prioritizing the health, safety, and emotional well-being of their children, embracing both the joys of new life and the lessons learned from navigating temporary obstacles. Thank you for watching.